So what it do to everybody on here? So I know my fans are gonna post this story on YouTube. You know how we thug, live broadcasting on my website. And so this episode gonna be a little different. I feel like I'm gonna tell it a little different than how tell all my other stories. You feel me? So this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna get right into it. My love life and career is in a parallel universe, and that's how we gonna thug. And then we gonna get into the episode. So I told you I'm gonna start it off a little different. It's gonna be different from how I tell my other stories, but here we go. So Kim Kardashian was having a meeting with her mom and her sisters and stuff like that. And so they all, coming around, right? And they it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. So the mother was like, Kim, why did you wake us up at 5 o'clock in the morning? What is all this about? So they was like, did you get this invitation? They was like, what is that? So she's like, it's an invitation for David's red carpet 17 again, the musical. So they was like, oh, we did get those invitations. Yeah, we got them. So she was like, yeah. So so there's like, so what do an invitation has to do with this whole, gathering that you wanted us to come for? Like, what is this meeting about? So she's like, I'll get to that in a minute. What do y'all think about David? Y'all think he's cute? So they was like, yeah, he's cute, little young for me, but he's cute. So Kim like, but we know that David's not a normal person, and technically he doesn't age. You know there's like five versions of him in different universes. Like there's different versions of him. So they was like, yeah, we know the science behind David, but he still, you know, I wouldn't look at him in that way. So she was like, okay, well, you're not me. So I don't need y'all to judge me for what I'm about to do. So y'all know I got the call to co-star, in the new mermaid movie, the merman. So they was like, what do you mean merman? So they was like, the father, the king that plays, Ariel's father, he's getting his own movie, his live action movie. And they called me up and they wanted me to be the mother. The mermaid that he falls in love with. And they said that I could pick the person that plays, the king, the star of it. And I choose David because did y'all hear his voice? He can sing his ass off. And I mean, he has a shit total a shit total of fucking movies and TV series coming out next month that's pretty much gonna fuck up the box office. And so it's like, well, wait a minute. If you choose David, I mean, he's black. I mean, he can't play, the king. She's like, yeah, but yeah, he is black. But he also can shapeshift into different people. He can change into a sexy ass prince, mermaid, prince, whatever the hell you want to call it. He can change into that and just look all cute and shit on set. I mean, he don't even got to do that. He can stay himself. But if, I already talked to the directors and the whole company, and they definitely think that it's a good idea. But, they haven't talked to David yet. So it's like, but ain't David resting? Something's wrong with his ear. So it's like, yeah, but I heard that David is going back to work now. I mean, he just said he can't rest up. There's too much shit that needs to be done. So since he's going back to work, I'm thinking that maybe we should work together. And also, I want to date him. So it's like, well, wait a minute. What about Pete Davidson? She was like, Pete Davidson is so yesterday. And yeah, we went to the Met Gala together, but that don't make us a couple. Like we went as friends. Like he's cool, and that's pretty much where I'm leaving it at. He's not my boyfriend, and he's never going to be. So they like, but he was at one time. So Kim like, yes, he was my boyfriend at one time, but he's not my damn boyfriend now. Now, can y'all stop with the damn questions? So they like, okay, so how are you going to get David to go along with this whole thing? I mean, just because he's going back to work don't mean he gonna do that. I mean, that's a lot of singing that has to go involved. It was like, and David got the voice for it. I know he can do this. So they're like, you just want him to do this movie so you can make your move on him. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why you want him to do this movie so you can date him, not because you genuinely want him to do this film. So she's like, I do genuinely want him to do this film, and I actually think it would be kind of cool for us to date and work together. I think it would be kind of cool. So they like, you got your tubes tied. So she's like, what the hell type of question is that? No, I don't got my damn tubes tied. And why the hell you ask me that? So she's like, because David makes babies. So if y'all have sex and you don't got your damn tubes tied, he definitely gonna knock your ass up. So I hope you go get your damn tubes tied. So she's like, I'm not getting my tubes tied. So he's like, okay, well just know that David makes babies. So she's like, okay. So all I remember is she was like, so are y'all going to the red carpet tonight? So it's like, yeah, we're all going to the red carpet tonight. So like, Mom, you can leave. I just want to talk to the sisters. So they was like, she was like, okay. I go check on the grandbabies. So she like, look, y'all, I don't need y'all. Like, look, when we get to the red carpet tonight, please don't be hovering around me. I need to talk to David. He's going to obviously be there. It's his red carpet. They was like, but what if he come with that girl Storm Reed? Rumor is that they're dating. Like, that's his real girlfriend. So they're like, so she like, wait, he's dating Storm Reed? So they're like, you ain't heard? That's what they saying. She's like, well, I ain't see it for my own damn eyes. So even if they come together, it don't mean that they actually technically a couple. So she's like, it's pretty much online that that's his girlfriend. And not only that, he got her pregnant. So it's like, are you sure that you really want to do this? I mean, you sure you want to make this move? And what if he turn it down? I mean, why would you want to ask him at his red carpet? I mean, that's very unprofessional. She's like, I'm not going to ask him at his red carpet. I'm going to ask for his number. So she's like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna give it to you. Not at no damn red carpet. I don't think so. My best bet is just why don't you just let the team and the directors, why don't you let them handle it? She's like, yeah, I want to talk to him, okay, and I'm going to. So they were like, well, you don't need our permission to do that. She's like, I wasn't asking for your permission. I was asking for y'all to leave me the hell alone while I work my magic. So they're like, do we ever bother you at a red carpet? We're gonna have our own things to be worried about. We ain't gonna be worried about dealing with you. And we bringing the kids there. They're like, whoa, wait, I'm having a nanny. So they're like, wait, you're not bringing your kids to the red carpet? It's 17 again. She's like, yeah, and there's a lot of sex scenes in there. And there's no damn way that my kid's gonna be looking at that type of stuff. You know the type of movies and TV shows that David play in. And you do know that this shit gonna be X-rated. It's no damn way that this shit gonna be all kitty and watered the hell down. You know that. Everybody know that. And Usher is in it. There's like Usher's in it. There's like Usher plays the older version of David in the beginning. Like, y'all didn't look at the damn trailer? Usher is in it. Usher is like, in real life, Usher and David are best friends. They're like brothers. But Usher calls him like his son. Like, he is very overprotective over David. Like, very. It's almost cute as shit. So, yeah, y'all already know what type of show this is going to be. It's going to be definitely X-rated. And we know that. So they're like, okay, don't you got Usher number? Why don't you call Usher and talk to Usher? Maybe he can put in a good word for you. She was like, I'm not going to have Usher do my dirty work. No, Usher is not even going to do it any damn way. Why would I call Usher to do my damn dirty work when I know he's not even going to relay a message back to him? In some weird way, it's like Usher want him all to himself, like singing wise and stuff. You know Usher wrote all them damn songs that David sung? She was like, yeah, and them songs going to the damn billboards. They number one. That second song you just brought out for that damn musical, what the hell is it called? Them Eyes or some shit. That shit number one. I mean, all of them songs is hits. She was like, yeah, they are hits. And he wrote all them damn songs. So she's like, okay, and David sung them bitches. He sung the hell out them songs. So she's like, yeah, he did sing the hell out them damn songs. But it doesn't matter. I'm not having Usher do my damn dirty work. I'm going to do it my damn self. So they're like, okay, fine. Well, however you get David to do this movie, You work your magic, girl. She was like, cause you definitely gonna need it. So I just remember her team and the company comes over. They're like, is it okay? We need to talk to your sister Kim Kardashian about the mermaid movie. Listen, Kim, I don't think we're gonna be able to get David to do this movie. We want David to do this. She's like, I'm not doing this movie without David. Okay? That's the only person that I want to do this movie. I want David to do it. Okay? And you know that he can shape shift into different people. Y'all know that he's not normal. So if y'all want him to look a certain way, he can look a certain way. So there's like, that's not the problem. There's like, then what is the damn problem? There's like, he already signed on to another project already. There was like, she was like, that man works like fucking James Brown. You know that he has signed on to another damn project. He works all around the clock. So it was like, yeah, but it said that he was kind of slowing down. He's not trying to put too much on his plate. So she's like, look, y'all looking for excuses to not fucking get his ass, okay? Do your fucking job. Get him in this fucking film. I don't care what you do, but I want him in the fucking film, okay? So they're like, okay, okay. So she was like, and I want you to do the meeting. I want to be in the meeting when y'all do it. So they like, fine. We'll figure out a way to have a damn meeting with David. I don't know how this is going to happen. We'll figure out a way. She's like, well, you need to figure it out. You need to work your damn fucking damn magic. You know what you need to do? You need to start thinking with them fucking damn molecules in your damn head. Because all of y'all in here with the college, right? Y'all all went to college. So y'all need to start working and thinking like y'all went to college. Cause I'm assuming that y'all didn't get bad grades on y'all essays, right? When y'all turned them bitches in. So what I need y'all to do is do that same thinking. Work your same damn thinking in this situation. It's like, yeah, but this ain't college. She was like, yeah, well, you better start acting like it is. Okay? Now, y'all told me that I can pick my leading man. And my leading man is David. Get him here or I'm not doing a fucking movie. So they like, okay, fine. We'll figure out a way to get him. So it's like, yeah, why don't you do that? And while you at it, get the hell out of my damn face. So they're like, okay, okay, we'll leave. I see you a little bit tensed up, so we will leave. She's like, yes, yes, you will. You will leave. So I remember I'm talking to Bow Wow. I'm like, Bow Wow, what's up, man? So we in the car talking, right? He's like, look, man, look, I know what I did. You know, it was a while, a couple of months since I did it. And I apologize for it, man. Can we be friends again? You need to unblock me. So I'm like, look, man, yeah, you unblocked. So he's like, no, I'm not, because I'm calling your phone right now. It's going straight to the answer machine. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to unblock you, man, when we done talking. So he's like, look, hold on. Yo, I just got a DM from Kim Kardashian. I'm like, okay, what the fuck are you telling me that for? So he's like, yo, she's asking about you. I'm like, she asking about me. He was like, yeah, something about some merman movie or some shit. I don't know, something about some mermaid movie, merman, some shit like, I don't know, something about a fucking mermaid movie. I'm like, okay, and what about it? So she was like, so he like, hold on, all right, let me call, okay, I got her number, so let me call her up and see what the hell going on. So Lil Bow Wow, well, Bow Wow calls up, you know, Kim. He like, Kim, what's up, little sis? So she's like, you know damn well I'm older than you. Look, I know you David's best friend. Can you put in a good word for me? I want him to be in this movie. So he like, yeah, what the fuck is the name of the movie? So she's like, the Merman movie, The King. You know, Ariel's father. And I want David to play him and sing the songs. And I'm going to be his leading girl, you know, his co-star girl. But I need you to talk to him. I don't really know David. So he like, well, David's right here. You can talk to him right now. She's like, really? Okay. So he gives me the phone and I'm like, hello. She's like, oh my God, you sound really cute on the phone. It's Kim Kardashian. I'm like, you know, people tell me to stay away from y'all Kardashians. They say y'all got like a curse or y'all like got spells and shit. So she was like, who said that about us? We do not cast spells on people. I don't know why people say we like got dark magic or something. We are not. We just like I know we got a lot of money, but you got a lot of money and you're not with dark magic and shit. So I'm like, yeah, true. She's like, but I guess I mean, why would they say that about us? I'm like, I don't know, because every guy that dates y'all ends up crazy as hell or end up losing their damn mind. She's like, that's not our fault that they end up like that. So I'm like, okay. She's like, look, David, I can assure you that we are definitely not that type of family. So I'm like, okay. She's like, look, David, I really want you to work with me on this project. I'm like, what is the project? She was like, look, I know you got that ear problem thing, but I know you going back to work as well. And the movie is like, it's called Merman. You know, like the merman and the king of Ariel, like her father. So the movie's like about him, but it's like a live action movie. And I want you to play him, and I will be your leading girl. And also, you'll be singing songs and stuff. Look, I wouldn't have asked you if I didn't think you can do it. So, do you think? I mean, the team, like the companies and stuff, would love to have a meeting with you, sit down with you, and talk to you about the whole, process of the movie. I would be there. So I'm like, okay, you would be there. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah, we could do that. You coming to the red carpet tonight? She's like, yes, I am. I'm like, well, how come? Well, what about if I come and see you in an hour or two? I mean, is that okay? She's like, sure. Okay. I'll send you the directions. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay. I'll see you in like 2 hours. I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay. Well, wait. I don't have your phone number. This is Bow Wow's phone. So, what's your phone number? So, I give her my phone number and she gave me hers and she right away, as soon as she got off the phone with me, she sent me the directions to her place, to her house or whatever. So Bow Wow like, David, I don't know about this. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, you literally just said it yourself. Every man that end up dating them fucking Kardashians end up crazy as shit, end up out of their mind. Let's just go down the line of all the fucking men that got involved with that damn family. That damn basketball star. He ended up in a damn hospital and shit. Kanye West. He not even Kanye West no more. I don't know what the fuck that thing is. Uh, Travis Scott. He out of his fucking mind too. Tiger. Well, Tiger, he a little bit insane, but he's still kind of weird as shit too. So all the fucking males that deal with him, that deal with the Kardashians, and Pete Davidson. Did I leave out Pete Davidson? He is a fucking weirdo, but he was a damn weirdo before he even got with that damn family. He was already a fucking weirdo. So that family ain't made him like that. He was always out of his fucking mind. So you know what? Scratch that. He was already weird as shit. The fucking family just made his ass even more weirder. So I'm like, okay. So what do that got to do with me? So he's like, look, man, all I'm saying is, if you gonna deal with this Kardashian bitch, and I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian is on your damn dick. Pretty sure. So I'm like, you pretty sure, huh? He's like, man, I just said that shit. So I'm like, okay. He's like, look, all I'm saying, you fuck older bitches all the time. So it's not your first time fucking an older bitch. But what I'm saying is, just be careful, man, with this whole shit. All right, man, I'm gonna be calling and unblock me, man, so I can call you and check up on you. Cause I'm telling you, man, I got a weird feeling about this shit. I mean, like, I'm just saying, man, and something, part of me is telling me that it probably is a real movie. It probably is a real movie, but some part of me telling me she wants you like a sex toy or something. Like, it was some weird shit. I'm telling you, these girls these old Krugers, that celebrities, they prey on celebrities like you. They do. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I know, man. They prey on fucking young teenagers, and then look at you. You're not normal. You could do anything. You got powers and shit. You got kids. You basically living a real 16-year-old life. You know, that's a dream. You know, you rich and you're a trillionaire. You know, you don't age. That type of shit that turns on the Kardashians. I'm like, yeah, but we only doing a movie together, and I haven't even signed the contract yet. He's like, look, I get all that shit. You about to go see her ass, but I'm letting you know this. Just be on your fucking damn P's and Q's. Be on your toes when you talking to that bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say because I told you. All the males that ain't done with them, and just look at the fucking father. He didn't completely turned himself into a woman. I don't think his ass wanted to be a fucking woman. I mean, it's no damn way. He was too damn old. Why the fuck all of a sudden he just want to be a fucking girl? I mean, that's weird, right? So I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about that. So he like, all I'm saying to you is just be careful when you dealing with them bitches. So I'm like, why you keep calling girls bitches, man? He's like, I ain't mean to keep calling them bitches. I'm like, you gotta stop doing that shit, man. He's like, you know what? You right. You're right. I do gotta stop calling people bitches. You're right. You absolutely right. So all I remember is after Bow Wow got out of my damn car and got into his own damn car and pulled the hell off, and then he calls me up. He's like, "Oh, you unblocked me." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, you on your way to see Kim Kardashian, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on my way to see her right now." So he's like, "Yo, I gotta tell you something. I need a favor from you." I'm like, "You already asking me for favors, Bow Wow?" He's like, "Man, come on, man. We haven't seen each other in fucking months, man. Man, come on." I'm like, "What are you, my fucking girlfriend or something?" He's like, "No, I'm your best friend and the godfather of your fucking kids. I ain't seen my god babies in a while. I need to see them." I'm like, "All right, okay, whatever." He's like, "But that ain't why I call you." I'm like, What do you want, Bow Wow?" He's like, "My daughter's birthday coming up. You ain't gotta sing. You ain't gotta do none of that. All you gotta do is show up to her birthday party." She keep begging me for this shit. I'm telling you, man, she not gonna leave me alone until your ass show the hell up. She don't even believe that I know you. So I'm like, so you want to prove your daughter wrong by me actually showing up to the party? He's like, "Man, all she want is for you to show up to her party. That's all she keep talking about. The girl is turning 13, yo. She wants you there. All she keep talking about is David. Is David coming to my party? Do you really know David? I really want to see David. Can David come to my party? I want to go out on a date with David." I'm like, what? So he's like, "Look, man, she 13, you 16. And look, if I feel comfortable with you taking my daughter out on a date, it's not like you gonna fuck her." So I'm like, he's like, "I trust you, man. I know you ain't gonna do nothing to my damn daughter." So I'm like, okay, but why would you want me to take your daughter out on a date? He's like, "Man, because she want to do this shit. Look, she ain't even want to have a damn party, to be real with you." I'm like, so what are you saying?" He's like, she's turning 13. She's getting around that age where she don't care about nothing like that. She don't really care about partying and swimming and shit. She's trying to do more teenager things. And she wants you to take her out on a date. Look, man, my daughter like your ass. Okay, I can't stop her from liking you. I mean, look, it is what it is. At least she don't like somebody that I would be pissed off about. So, will you take my damn daughter out on a damn date? I'm like, "Bow Wow, I can't believe you really asking me this shit." So he's like, "Look, man, I can't believe it either, but we here right at this moment." So I'm like, when do you want me to take your damn daughter out?" So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna take her out next weekend. Can you take her out next Friday coming up?" I'm like, "Is it a birthday?" He's like, "Her birthday party is on Saturday. Actually, her birthday is on a Sunday." So I'm like, okay, so she's turning 13 on Sunday. He's like, "Yeah." So her birthday party is on Saturday. So, matter of fact, can you take her out on Sunday? I'm like, "Man, make up your damn mind, Bow Wow. Is it Friday or Sunday?" He's like, "Sunday. Can you take her out on Sunday?" So I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'll take your daughter out on Sunday." He's like, "This Sunday coming up. No, it's already the weekend is already basically passed. I'm talking about the weekend coming up. I'm like, I know what you're talking about, Bow Wow. You don't gotta keep it spent. I get it. So you're like, all right, don't forget Eva. I'm like, I'm not gonna forget. He's like, all right, and remember, when you take my damn 13-year-old daughter out, you better keep your hands to your damn self. And I don't give a fuck if she touching all over your ass either. So I'm like, all right, yo. So he's like, all right. So I get off the phone with him. And I was laughing because Bow Wow, every time I talk to this nigga, he make me laugh, man. This nigga crazy as hell. So I remember I go meet up with Kim Kardashian. I pull up to her mansion, and it is a really big mansion. It was like it was big. It had a lot of little nice little waters and stuff. It had like some. It had like horses and stuff running around and everything like that. And I love animals, because I'm not normal. There's animals in like the Bible, the new Bible. And so, I'm used to animals, being around and stuff like that. But anyway, she had horses and stuff running around. And I remember Kim had opened the door and she was like, "Oh, David, you're here early." I'm like, yeah, I mean, what if I wasn't supposed to come? She like, no, no, no. You were supposed to come. Just hold on. Um, you know what? Give me a minute. Can you wait in my room for a minute? I'm like, yeah, sure. She's like, don't worry, I won't bite. I'm like, okay. So she shows me to where her room is at, and her mom and all her sisters, they all was still there. Hold on. All her like her mom and stuff and her sisters, they all was still like at her house or whatever, and her kids. So Kim was like, "Mom, can you do me a favor?" She's like, "What is it, Kim?" So she's like, "Mom, can you take the kids back to your house?" She's like, "What? Why? Are you about to have sex with David or something? Ain't y'all just about to talk?" She's like, "Yeah, but you know that I like David. Like I just," she's like, "Actually, I don't know that. I thought you just wanted to do a movie with him. Now you like him." She's like, "Well, yeah, I like him, and I want to do a movie with him." So she's like, "Okay, all right, fine, I'll take him." She's like, "All right, cool, thank you." So she goes in the room where her sisters was, and she was like, "All right, look, your grandmother is gonna take y'all to her house for a couple of hours, and y'all gotta go." They was like, "Why?" So she was like, "Because David's here, and I want to talk to him alone, and with y'all being here, it's not really gonna be professional." So they like, "Okay, all right, we'll leave." So all of them left or whatever, right? And her mother took the kids, took her grandbabies with her, and it was just Kim in the house. So she's like, "Hi, David. You can come out of the room if you want or stay in. I mean, I would like it if you stay in my room." I'm like, "Okay. Are you trying to trap me?" She's like, "I would never try to do that." So I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Look, I really want you to do this movie." And I mean, the movie doesn't have sex scenes in it. I mean, if you want to put sex scenes in it, I guess we can. I mean, it's up to you. But I don't know how two mermaids would have sex. I mean, there would be a lot of kissing in it. I'm like, okay. So she's like, "Look, I do really like you. I mean, that's why my whole face is turning red. And I'm very nervous because I don't know where this whole thing is gonna go, this conversation. I mean, it might go left. I don't know what you're really thinking right now. And it would be helpful if you would kind of like talk to." So I'm like, all right, look, I will do the movie and I will go to the meeting. But since you like me, why don't we go out on a date, see where things go? She was like, "Oh, that sounds okay. I would love to." I'm like, "Why don't you be my date to the red carpet, to 17 again?" Stone Reed couldn't really make it. She had another event to go to. She's like, "But wait, ain't she like your leading girl in the show? Why she's not at the red carpet?" I'm like, "She had something else she had to take care of." She's like, "That's weird, but okay. That's like the biggest show that's about to come out, and she's not gonna be at the red carpet." I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can't beg her to come. She's like, I would love to be your date at the red carpet. I'm like, really? She's like, yes. I'm like, but what about Pete Davidson? I thought y'all was like back together. She's like, no, you seen us at the Met Gala? I'm like, yeah, it's like we just went as friends. We're like, no, we didn't even have sex after the Met Gala. We just showed up together, took some photos, and got interviewed and stuff, but that was pretty much it. He is not my boyfriend. Do you see him anywhere around here? So I'm like, no. She's like, yes, I'm not dating Pete Davidson. So I'm like, well, that's very good to know because I definitely would like to make you my girlfriend. She's like, really? Because I was thinking about being your girlfriend, but I still want you to do the movie. I'm like, I am. I'm definitely gonna have the meeting. I promise you. But I might bring Usher along. He's kind of like my manager with this whole stuff. So she's like, yeah. What's the whole thing with Usher? I'm like, what do you mean? So she's like, it's like, he don't want you singing other people's songs and stuff like that. Like it's kind of weird. I'm like, no, he just, just look out for me and stuff like that. That's all. She's like, hmm. Did you? So are y'all like really close? I'm like, well, yeah, he's like my brother, but he calls me his son. She was like, yeah, he is very overprotective over you. I'm like, yeah, he is. So all I remember is, Kim was like, hold on, my mom is calling me. Give me 1 minute. So she's like, hello, mom, can I call you back? I'm talking to David. So she's like, yeah, did I leave my car keys in there? I can't find them. She's like, you still ain't pull off yet? She's like, no, I'm looking for my car keys and I can't find them. So she's like, oh, they right here on the kitchen counter. Yeah, hold on, I'll run them out to you. So she's like, wait, I'll be right back. I gotta give these car keys to my mother. So she runs out there with the car keys. She's like, Kim, I don't think you want to date David. She's like, why is that? She's like, because he break girls' hearts and you will be in the house crying if you see him with another girl. If you see him with another young celebrity girl, you are going to be crushed and you're going to be crying and very emotional. So she's like, but if we fall in love, I don't think he's going to want to date another girl. So she's like, yeah, but he likes to make babies. He's young. You think you can carry another baby? You think you can carry another load? She's like, I can carry another load, just one more, but not anymore after that. So she's like, you sure? She's like, yeah, I mean, if he want a baby, I'll give it to him. She was like, you sure? You'll give him a baby? He's like, yes, mom. And are we done with this conversation? So she's like, yeah, okay, you're a grown woman. Okay, go back in there. So she comes back in. She was like, David, there's something I kind of want to say. I'm like, and what's that? She's like, if we're gonna date, I kind of want you all to myself. Like, I don't want you like with other girls. I mean, I know you got to stay with that girl, Jenna Ortega, and stuff like that. So I'm not really gonna be mad about that because y'all have a family and stuff together. Totally fine with that. But like, just other celebrity girls in general, not sit, it wouldn't sit too well with me. So I'm like, okay, so you saying you'll get jealous? She's like, you are absolutely right. Yes, I would get jealous. If I see you with another girl, yes, I will get jealous. So I'm like, okay. So Bow Wow calling my phone, right? And we looking at a movie together, me and Kim, and she's like all over me. Bow Wow calling me. I'm like, hello. He like, David, everything good over there? I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? He's like, I'm just asking, man, how everything going? She ain't try to like hold you hostage or anything, did she? I'm like, man, what are you talking about, Bow Wow? He's like, I'm just asking a question. So I'm like, no, man, she actually was cool. So he's like, you sure? I mean, because if she is, you can just let me know right now. I'm like, look, I told you, she fine. So he like, all right, look, I'm gonna call you again in 15 minutes. I'm like, man, no, that's gonna get annoying. You keep calling me every 15 damn minutes. He's like, man, all right, I'm gonna call you every 30 minutes. I'm like, why do you need to call me every damn 30 minutes, bro? Why? He's like, because I told you, I don't trust them bitches. I don't trust none of them damn Kardashians. I don't trust them. I'm like, okay, and why don't you trust me? He's like, I'm telling you, man, they into that voodoo shit. They into that shit. I'm like, look, man, even if they ask is, I think I'm good. So he's like, so Kim can hear everything that Bow Wow's saying. So, because I had him on speakerphone. So Kim Kardashian was like, you better stop talking Bow Wow before I cast a spell on you. So he's like, I'm going to get off the phone. I'll talk to you later, David. So he get off the phone and I start laughing. And she was like, I just said that to play with him. So I'm like, okay. She's like, he thinks, I mean, everybody kind of thinks that my family is into that stuff, but we're not. Now, I don't know why people put us in that category, but we're not a dark magic family, but whatever. So I'm like, okay. She's like, anyway, so wait, did you used to date Ice Spice? I'm like, yeah, I used to talk to Ice Spice. She's like, she worked for me, right? She models like, like my special underwears for like older women and stuff to like flatten their stomach. Yeah, she models for me. She's like one of my models. I signed her, to my company. So yes, I'm like, oh, okay, so that's great. She's like, look, I'm actually kind of friends with Ice Spice. So you think I should tell her that we're dating, or you think I shouldn't tell her? So I'm like, well, what do you think you should do? I mean, I'm giving this all up to you. Do you think you should tell Ice Spice? I mean, it's up to you. I mean, y'all friends. She's like, I think I should tell her. But wait, before I tell her, like, wait, I wanted to talk about the whole kids thing because you have kids and you got more kids on the way and stuff, but you have kids here right now. I'm like, yeah, but I gotta go get my daughters, and bring them. Is it okay if I bring them back here? Because I gotta get them ready anyway. She's like, I would love to meet your daughters. You mean the ones with you and Jenna Ortega? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I would love to meet them. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick them up and bring them back here. Okay. She's like, you are coming back here, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, we haven't even had sex yet. I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, you think we should have sex before you get your daughters? So I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. So me and Kim did end up having sex, and it was really good. It was really incredible. I mean, yeah, it was good. I mean, I'm not gonna go lie to you. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, and I go get my daughters, and while I'm getting my daughters, she calls up Ice Spice, Kim do, and so she's like, "Hey, Ice Spice." So she's like, "Hey." So she's like, why you sound so dry on the phone? Like you don't want to hear from me. She was like, no, that's not why I sound like that. I just had a bad night. It was a really hectic night. It was a lot of fighting at this, club that I was performing at. And this girl, she tried to fight me. Um, she tried to pull my wig off or whatever like that. You know that wig that I wear with the curls and stuff like that. She's like, I know what you're talking about. She's like, yeah. So she tried to pull my wig off or whatever, and yeah, we almost got to fighting, and it was just a really bad night. Then the promoter that cause I mean, I got paid for the show, but I didn't get all of my money. So they paid the promoter half of the money. So the half of the money that I got, I did get a little bit of it, but my manager and stuff got like most of it. And it was just the worst night of my damn life. She's like, well, I told you, you need to, you need to come on like fully and be a model for my company. I'll pay you good money. She's like, yeah, I was thinking about that, but I love rapping. I'm not giving that up. So she's like, I didn't say anything about giving up rapping. I'm just saying like everybody need a side hustle. So she was like, yeah, I thought I was already a model. She was like, yeah, but that was temporary. You only was doing it like for a few damn shots. But if you come on full time and be with the full team, you'll get a paycheck like every damn few weeks. And it'll be a big, I feel like it'll be a big paycheck. You won't even have to worry about getting paid for a show because you'll have that much money like flowing in. All I'm saying is you should think about it. So she's like, okay, yeah, I think we should do that. I think that would be a good idea. She's like, you know what? I'm getting off topic. So, I kind of called you, like, where's your whole thing at with David? Y'all relationship, because I know y'all was dating at one time, and you came to me talking to me about how much you love David and care about him. So I'm asking you, where is your whole mindset with David? Because I haven't seen you out on dates recently, and I mean, nobody's been talking about y'all in the press. So I was kind of figuring out, like, where is it all going at, with you, still being this girl and everything. She's like, why are you asking me this shit? She's like, excuse me. She's like, why are you asking me about David? Like, what do that got to do with any fucking thing? Like, why are you asking me about David? So she's like, well, I'm asking you about David for a reason. She's like, yeah, but why are you asking me about him? So she's like, well, we're about to do a movie together. She's like, what movie? So she's like, the Merman movie, The King. Ariel's father. So David would play, Ariel's father, and I would play the mother, and yeah. And I was just, thing is that I like David. David likes me, obviously. He kind of feels the same way I feel. We kind of just got finished having sex. So she's like, well, wait, can you rewind that shit back? What did you just say? Did you just say y'all two just got finished having sex? She's like, yes, we did. Yes, we did. We just got finished having sex, and it was really good. And I was just calling you to let you know, not to get your damn permission. I was calling you to let you know that me and David is kind of an item. I'm going to be his date to his red carpet, and yeah, just letting you know. To the show, to his new series coming out in June 17 again, the musical. She was like, I know what the fuck it is. So she was like, so yeah, I was just letting you know. I mean, I also just wanted to see where your whole thing at was with David, like if you were, but I don't think y'all still dating, so it really wouldn't matter. So she's like, it does fucking matter because I am still kind of his bitch. I mean, when he wants some pussy, I still give it to him. So it's like we do still kind of fuck. So she's like, oh, okay, but like y'all not really official though. She was like, not exactly, not right now. She's like, yeah, so, so the thing is that now I'm his girl and I don't want you calling my man up. So she's like, excuse me? What the fuck did you just say? So she's like, I just said, I don't want you calling my man up. Now the offer still stands for you to work for me. That's business. That I don't mix my personal life with business. You know, I got two hats. I wear a boss hat and I also wear a girlfriend hat. And right now I'm wearing the girlfriend hat. And as a girlfriend, dating David and being his girlfriend, I don't want you calling my man up. But as the boss side of me, I still want to hire you. Nothing personal. So she's like, really? You call me up with this bullshit and you gonna talk about nothing personal? She's like, it's nothing personal. I mean, look, I get it. Y'all used to date, but you're not dating right now. And I'm his girl and I'm asking you very nicely. I'm not calling you, cussing you out or anything or yelling at you. I'm just telling you politely to like not call my man. That's all. It's not that hard to do. Just don't dial his number. Just don't call him. So she's like, Kim, who are you fucking talking to? Like, I know you're not talking to me. So she's like, I'm talking to you. And yes, I am, because we're the only ones on the phone. There's nobody else around me. I'm talking to you. I'm directly talking to you. And yes, I am telling you what I'm telling you right now. So she's like, you cannot be possibly talking to me. She's like, I am talking to you. Do you want me to repeat it? She's like, no, I don't need you to repeat it because I don't have to listen to you. You ain't my fucking mother. So you think that it's like, let me tell you something. I'm trying to help your ass out. Okay? Ice Spice. She's like, okay, Ice Spice, I'm trying to help you out. She's like, how you trying to help me out? She's like, I'm really trying to be nice to you on this phone. Okay? I'm really This is my nice side. Do you want my dark side to come out? Because, girl, I can ruin your fucking career really quick. Do you really want me to do that? Because all I got to do is make some fucking phone calls. And, girl, you out of the picture. It's like you never existed. Do you really want that to happen? So all you got to do is play the game right. Play it right. Run the bases right. All you got to do is just listen to what I'm saying to you. Stop calling him. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Am I asking you to jump out of a fucking window? Am I asking you to jump off a damn building? I'm not asking you to murder your damn self. All I'm asking you is just don't call David and you can come work for me. Get a lot of money. Everybody love money. I'm being extra fair here. And I'm offering you a damn job. So what is it going to be? You going to get on my bad side? You going to get on my hit list? Or you going to do things my way? Because if you want to go to war, we can go to war, but you ain't going to win. You don't got the type of money I got. You don't got the connections that I got. So you know, I'm letting you know, Ice Spice, you're not going to win. Not in any category. I'm telling you that right now. You is not as hot as me. Okay, it's nobody, I don't care how old I am. It's nobody that's on my level. I am a dime. I am that bad bitch. No matter how old I get, I'm always going to be pretty. So she's like, okay, you know what? You win. You can have David. I'll leave him alone. She's like, good. Now, is there any other girls that's dating David that I need to call up? She was like, no, why? I mean, he must have really tore your pussy up. You acting real crazy over that dick. She was like, yep, and it's going to be all mine too. She's like, well, I hope you, did you get your tubes tied? She was like, why? She's like, because you will end up pregnant, girl, if David having sex with you. So she's like, oh, I'm cool with that. So she's like, you are? She's like, yep, I actually want to have his babies. She's like, you do? She's like, yeah, I do. What, that sounds surprising? So she's like, okay, fine. She's like, now, what about you working for me? You still want that damn job or you want to act like you mad at me? She's like, act like I am mad at you. You just stole my fucking man from me and threatened me too. She was like, I ain't threatened you. She's like, I ain't threatened you. I just simply told you that you don't want to go to war with me because you don't. That's all I said. All I said. There ain't no damn threat. She's like, that is a threat. You might not take it as a threat, but that's a threat to me. She's like, well, you can take it the way you want to. Okay? But do you want the damn job or not? So she's like, yes, I'll take the job. She's like, good. All right, that's, nice talking to you, Ice Spice. Good catching up, girl. It really good catching up talking to you. So she's like, mm-hmm. So she hang up the phone or whatever like that. And I got my daughters and I came back. She's like, oh my God, they are so pretty. I'm like, yeah, it's like, look, David, I don't got my tubes tied. So if I end up pregnant, you're not gonna leave me or anything, are you? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, if I get pregnant, like if you get me pregnant, you're not gonna leave me if I end up like pregnant with your babies or something. Like you're not gonna like think I'm trying to trap you or anything. I'm like, no, of course not. It's like, now I can only carry one more load, David. So if I do get pregnant, you better make it count. So I'm like, okay. It's like, okay. So it's like, wow, these are really cute babies. So wow, they are really pretty. They look just like you, but they have like Jenna Ortega complexion. I'm like, yeah, I hear that a lot. She was like, yeah, but you can tell that they're your damn daughters. Like, you can tell that they're your babies. I'm like, oh, you can tell, huh? It's like, yes, 100% you can tell. Look, baby, I just got off the phone with Ice Spice and I kind of told her that we're dating because I am your girlfriend. I'm like, you did? It's like, yeah. Thing is that I'm going to make a phone calls. I'm going to make a few phone calls to, you know, a couple of celebrity girls that you're dating just to let them know nicely, I'm dating you and I don't want to see y'all two being a couple, like just letting them know that I'm your girl. I'm like, okay, so yeah, just letting them know that I'm your bitch and that we're dating and having sex and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. What about Pete Davidson? She's like, why you keep asking me about Pete Davidson? You want to call him and tell him you fucking me? Go ahead. I don't care. He's not my man. I'm like, okay, it's like, David, we're not dating. Okay, I don't know what the press is talking about. That's why I don't look at the stuff that's on the internet. Everything is over exaggerated. Everybody over exaggerate everything. So David, no, I am not his girlfriend. We just went to the Met Gala together, and that's pretty much what it was. After the Met Gala, he got in his car and I got my car and we left. Like he went his way, I went my way. It was not what you thought it was. Trust me, it wasn't. So I'm like, okay, it's like we was a couple at one time. Yes, we were. But we realized that we worked better just being friends, not really being a couple. And that, yeah, And so yeah, like if you want to call him up, I mean, you can call him and ask him, but I can guarantee you he's gonna say the same thing that I'm gonna say, like, I'm not his girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, I'm not his girl. So just letting you know that, like, yeah, I'm not his girl and I'm your girlfriend. And that's pretty much where this whole thing is at. And do you think, if I was dating him, do you think that I would ask to be your girlfriend if I was already in a relationship? So I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you got a point there. She's like, so, look, are you hungry? Do you want anything to eat? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess like David, I'm not gonna put anything in your food. You need to stop listening to Bow Wow, okay? I'm not gonna put anything in your food, no voodoo stuff. I'm like, okay, it's like David, it's gonna be regular food, okay? Trust me. Like you can watch me make the food. I'm like, okay, so I'm actually gonna make myself a plate. So I'm like, okay. So I come behind, it's like, your daughters are right there in the car seat. David. I'm like, yeah, but I'm always horny. It's like, you gonna fuck me in front of your daughters? Are you sure? It's like, okay, wait a minute. I can just turn the stove down. Let's go in the room real quick. So we go in the room. I'm beating it up from the back or whatever. And she did some stuff. She gave me head, gave me oral sex. I ate her out, and we did oral sex to each other. And then we had sex again. Then she came back out, and she kind of like was like making food and stuff. And so I took the babies into the room, and she was like, and she had her titties out, and she had on panties. So I remember Kylie Jenner comes by, right? And she's like knocking on the door. She's like, she had to answer the door. So she answered the door. She's like, girl, what? Why you got your titties out? What the hell? David's still here? She's like, yeah. It's like, y'all already had sex, didn't y'all? She's like, yeah. She's like, well, is he going to at least do the damn movie? She's like, yeah, he's doing a movie. So she's like, what, y'all dating that fast? Like, well, yeah. I mean, things are fast nowadays. Yeah, we're dating. I'm his girl. So she's like, okay, so, okay. I don't want to mess all this shit up. I don't know what the hell's going on in here. But I thought I left, did you see like a book, like a binder, like a book? So I'm like, so Kim was like, what do you mean? She's like, it was like a binder, like I'm starting my own clothing line, and they had a lot of sketches in there, and I thought I had it with me when I came in here. When we came for the meeting, I looked all in my damn car, and it's not in there. I'm like, so I keep saying, I'm like, so Kim was like, well, wait, why would I know where your book is at? Like, why would I have it? She's like, I'm not saying you stole it, Kim. I'm just asking that I leave it in here because she's like, there it is. So she gets it and she's like, this book is going to make me so rich. She's like, you're already rich. She's like, yeah, I am already rich, but I'm going to be more than rich. Look at all these sketches, girl. You see this? These clothes right here is going to be the next big thing. I promise you. She's like, so do you got any already made up, like any clothing line? She's like, I got some clothing, some outfits made up, but not all. And when you're doing a clothing line, you got to get models and do a fashion show. And I was just thinking maybe you can like be one of the models. She's like, nope, I can't do it. It's like, oh, why can't you? She's like, because um, I'm gonna be working on this movie. I'm dating David. That's gonna take a lot of my time as well. And we're gonna be having a lot of sex. And that's gonna take a lot of it's like, okay, I don't wanna know about your sex life. Okay, fine. You said you can't do it, then okay, fine. She was like, you catching the attitude because I'm not one of your models for your fashion show? She was like, I'm not catching the attitude. So what is gonna be all about David? You do everything. I get to see it now. Everything gonna be about David. Oh, me and David about to do this. Me and David about to do that. I'm gonna get tired of hearing his damn name. So she's like, you keep talking about your new boyfriend. Every 5 minutes you keep talking about how special your new boyfriend is, and none of us get tired of hearing that shit. She's like, actually, you was the one that told me to shut the fuck up like 2 days ago. She's like, because we were at a damn dinner table and you just kept bringing up, oh, my boyfriend liked the same type of food. Oh, he did it. Like, it was annoying. So, yes, I told you to shut the fuck up. So she was like, okay, well, whatever. Since everything's gonna be about David, I guess I'll leave. She's like, oh, yo, no, you're not gonna make me feel guilty. You're not gonna make me feel guilty about being with David. She's like, I didn't say that you couldn't be with David. That's not what that's not my issue. She's like, then what is your issue? She's like, my issue is, you can't be a model for me for just an hour or two. So you're gonna be that busy where you can't do that for me, your sister. So she's like, Kylie, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry. So it's like, fine, whatever. I'll find other girls. She's like, yeah, you Kylie Jenner. You can find a lot of other girls to do that stuff that would kill to be a damn model in your fashion show. You just hope that they some good clothes though, girl, and make sure they don't look ugly. She was like, nothing, everything I do is gonna look good, and you know it. She's like, yeah, well, you just make sure that everything's on point, girl. It's like everything will be on point. So I remember like, Kylie Jenner, she pretty much left, and I remember, Kim comes in the room. It's like, David, did you used to date my sister, Kendall Jenner? Did you used to date her, didn't you? I'm like, yeah, we used to have sex and stuff. She's like, you used to date her. Kendall Jenner wasn't at the meeting, so she doesn't even know about all this. So, do you still got feelings for my sister? Because I kind of need to know. I'm like, I care about her, but I like you a lot more. She's like, you sure? I'm like, yes, like, because I'm about to call her up and tell her about us. So, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay. So she calls up her sister Kendall, because I did used to date Kendall. And Kendall answered the phone. Now, Kendall, she actually was in the process of filming like a movie and stuff like that in a different state. So she was like, hey, Kendall, it's your big sis. She was like, Kim? She's like, yeah, Kim Kardashian. Do you know your big sister voice? She was like, yeah, what's up? What's going on? She was like, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the meeting and stuff, but what's up? What's going on? So she's like, I wanted to run some things by you, if it's okay with you. She's like, you wanted to run some things by me? She's like, yeah, if it's okay, just a few things. So she's like, okay, well, what did you want to run by me? So she's like, well, I know that you and David used to date. Y'all did used to date, right? So she's like, the last time I checked, yeah, we did. She's like, okay, good, good. Um, Another question. So y'all not dating anymore, right? She's like, okay, Kim, where are you going with this? She's like, what do you mean? She's like, with this whole conversation, where are you going with this? So she's like, well, it's like, why are you calling me up asking me about my ex-boyfriend? She's like, so y'all not dating anymore? She's like, no, we're not. Why? So she's like, okay, good. That's good. That's really, really good. She's like, okay, and why is that fucking good? So she's like, because thing is, me and David are going to be doing a movie together. She's like, what is the movie? She's like, Merman, like Ariel's father, the king. So he's getting his own little live action movie, and David's going to play him, and I'm going to play the girl, his leading girl. And she's like, oh, that's what you called me about? So she's like, no. Um, thing is, this is the real issue that we're kind of a couple, like not kind of, not in the movie. Well, in the movie we'll be a couple, but like off camera we're kind of a thing, and we had sex today. So she like, what? You're talking too damn fast. What are you saying? She's like, I'm saying. So she kept saying it real fast. She's like, Kim, just slow down. And what are you saying? She's like, okay, I'm David's girlfriend, and we had sex today. So she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm comfortable with that. She's like, and why is that? She's like, uh, first thing, I still like David. I still have feelings for him. And when I come home from filming this movie, I'm not gonna want to see my older sister with my ex-boyfriend all snuggled up and shit. So she's like, well, you just don't have to come around. I'm not breaking up with David. So she's like, okay, well, I just won't come around because that's gonna be creepy. I mean, my ex-boyfriend with my older sister. So she's like, okay. And why is that a problem? It's just like because I used to date him and now you're dating him, that's weird. And everybody in the family already knew that. They know that y'all dating. She's like, yeah, they're not saying anything. She's like, so they're not saying nothing. She's like, well, what could they really say? I mean, it's not like y'all relationship was really exclusive. She's like, yeah, but David seen mommy and the rest of the sisters. You met them before. She's like, yeah, but we didn't fully really meet. Yeah, we met each other, but not like we didn't talk to each other. We seen each other a few times, but that was it. She's like, today, yeah, we really met today and really sat down and talked and got to know each other. Yeah, we did today. She's like, okay, yeah, look, I gotta get ready to start filming and stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna call you back. So she's like, okay, you're not mad at me, are you? Because I thought I would just, tell you the truth, because if you come here and, see me and David together, I just like, I'm not coming to your damn house. You think I'm going to come there so I can see you snugged up with my fucking ex-boyfriend? My older sister, the oldest out of all of us. You want me? I'm not coming to that fucking house. So she's like, why not? I mean, what if I'm throwing a damn dinner for the family? You just not gonna show up? That'll be rude. She's like, if David's there, then I'm not coming. She's like, but he's my boyfriend, so what if he does come? So she's like, then I'm not coming. Because if y'all fucking and stuff, he's probably gonna get you pregnant. So she's like, so what is the big deal if he gets me pregnant? I already have kids. And David got kids too. I just don't see what the big issue is. She's like, I'm not even worried about if he knock your ass up. Okay? I'm only worried about the fact that my older sister knew that me and David used to date and went after him her own self. You knew that me and David was a couple and you still went after him. So she's like, you know what? Y'all wasn't exclusive. Okay? And I kind of forgot. She was like, so if you kind of forgot, then why are you calling me, telling me about this shit? If you forgot. If you forgot, it seems like you wouldn't have called me at all. You didn't forget. You knew that me and David was a thing at one time. So you didn't forget. So that's bullshit. So she's like, okay. So I can sense tension on this phone. I can sense that you're a little bit upset. So she's like, I'm pissed off. Yes, I'm more than upset. I'm pissed off. So she's like, yeah, I sense tension. So I'm just going to get off the phone and I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your movie and stuff. And good luck and stuff with your movie. I see you when you come home. She's like, you're not going to see me. And when I come home, everybody else will see me, but you won't see me. I can't believe you would do this. So she's like, come on, Kendall. Come on, stop being like that. She's like, being like what? You dated my ex-boyfriend and letting him screw you, and you want me to stop being angry? You know what? This is bullshit. Don't call my phone no more. So she hang up the phone or whatever, and she like, I already know what she about to do. I'm like, what? She's like, she about to call my mother up. She about to call her up. She gonna, it's gonna be a big. It's this whole thing is gonna be a mess. But I'm not breaking up with you. I'm like, you sure? It's like, David, we like each other. We gonna let my family scare us out of being together? I'm like, well, no. It's like, look, David, I like you, and that's not gonna stop, okay? And I like having sex and stuff, and they just gonna have to accept that we're a couple, and I don't care what they think. So I'm like, you sure? It's like, yeah, I'm sure. So I remember I had to get my babies ready. Actually, I had to drop them. Well, no, I had to get them ready and get them all done up for this premiere. Selena Gomez, she had some things she had to take care of. Good thing that a lot of my celebrity girls, they wanted to come to the premiere, but they had other things that they had to do, which was cool. It all worked out because it gave me more of a leeway to take Kim Kardashian to the red carpet with me. It just gave him more luggage for me to take her with me. So I remember we get to like the red carpet and stuff, right? And we getting out the car. I got, the babies and stuff. And Kim Kardashian, we like holding hands and everything. And yeah, we going to the red carpet of 17 again, the musical. So I remember Kim mom walks up to us, Chris Jenner, um, I don't know. I know it's Chris. I know it's Chris something. Chris Kardashian or Jenner, one of those motherfuckers. But I remember her mother walks up to her. She's like, Kim, can I talk to you for a minute? She's like, Mom, this is not a good time. She's like, okay, I just got off the phone a few hours ago with your little sister, Kendall. She's like, oh, I knew she was going to call you. So she was like, what? Okay, so Kendall did used to date David. You don't think that this is not a good idea for y'all two to be dating and having sex and stuff? She's like, Mom, the deed is already done. We already fucked. And we did it more than one time. And I like him. And I'm sorry that she's gonna feel some type of way about it, but she'll get over it. She's like, okay, you know what, Kim? I can't stop you from dating David. She's like, right, you're right. You can't stop me from dating David. You're absolutely right. I like him, and I get it. Like, she used to date him, but they wasn't really exclusive. Mom's like, yeah, and that's true. But that is your little sister's ex-boyfriend. No matter if they was exclusive or if the whole world didn't know about them, that doesn't matter. You knew. You knew that they were a thing. She's like, Mom, okay, I did. But that's why I called her to let her know, not to get her damn permission, because I don't need her damn permission to date David. I called her to just let her know that me and David is a damn idol. At least I had the damn common decency to do that. I had the respect to call her and let her know that we were a thing. It's not like I totally kept her in the dark and didn't tell her. I definitely told her. So she's like, Kim, you can justify this all you want to. You can dress this up. She's like, who's dressing it up, Mom? And this is not the right time to be talking about this. So she's like, okay, fine. We'll talk about it after this damn premiere. So the red carpet of 17 again, the musical. Usher was there, and everything went good. I mean, everything went really good. There was a lot of other celebrities there that I haven't met before that were females. I mean, there was a lot of people there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of pretty girls there and stuff like that. And so the premiere went good. Everybody definitely enjoyed the series. They had fun. Everybody, I had got a standing ovation, which was incredible. Everybody loved it. They loved how the storyline and how it was directed, everything. Everybody had tears in their eyes. The only person that was kind of like Kim did like it, but she didn't like all the sex scenes with me and Storm Reed. That was kind of upsetting her a little bit. But that's because she's my girl. I don't think she don't want me to. I mean, what girl want to see their boyfriend having sex with another girl? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we get in the car and she was just like looking at me. She's like, "Did you enjoy having sex with Storm Reed?" I'm like, "What is that supposed to mean?" She's like, "Well, I mean, like I know I'm not young like her." I'm like, "Look, you can't be getting all jealous when I'm working." It's like, David, I'm just okay. You're right. So I just remember her mom like comes over to the window as like Kim was giving me head. Like she was giving me head as I was like, about to start driving, right? So Kim comes up, like I'm like, yo, it's your mother. It's like, it is. She was like, well, I'm giving you head. Like, just don't roll down the window. I'm like, you sure? It's like, yeah, I'm sure. So so we pull off and yeah, we had got something to eat and then went back to her place, right? So then I had sex with her, which was good. And then I had to like feed my daughters and play with my daughters and stuff. And while I was doing all that, Kim was out there talking to her sisters and her mother. So I remember Chloe Chloe Kardashian was like, "All right, look, Kim, as one of the older sisters, like okay, I mean, I kind of get where you coming from. Like, you like somebody, you like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally like I get where you coming from, girl. But she's like, do you really get where I'm coming from? She's like, I do. I get where you coming from completely. But let's look at it from Kendall's point of view. Now, Kendall is right here. We got her, video. We video, talking to her so she can weigh in on this shit. And she explained it all to us, and it do make sense. I mean, at the end of the day, she was dating David. She that was her boyfriend, and you did see David a couple of times. It don't matter if you didn't talk to him those times that you seen him. But you did see him. Y'all did say hi to each other. So the fact that y'all like dating and screwing around, it is kind of weird and creepy. She's like, so what? Who gives a fuck? Lots of people see creepy shit all the time. You think that matters? Okay, so let me get this straight. So you want me to break up with David to just soothe my little sister feelings because she's gonna be hurt? She's a grown ass woman. She'll get over it. This ain't the first time. She'll get over it. So Kendall, like, she wasn't really saying anything. Kendall was pretty quiet. So Kendall was quiet, and Chloe was kind of doing mostly all the talking. And she was like, Kim, it's not about, we all sisters. We all blood sisters. We're not just some group of girls calling each other sisters. We real sisters. She's like, how many times you gonna say that, Chloe? Yeah, we are. She's like, but you're the oldest. You're the oldest out of all of us. So if you're the oldest out of all of us, you should be setting a more example for the other older siblings. And you're not doing that right now because you're only thinking about yourself. It's like, well, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be happy. And David obviously makes me happy. She's like, but where do you really think this relationship is going to go? What, him just end up knocking you up and then that just be the end of it? So she's like, no. She's like, then what? You're going to be his wife? You're going to marry him? Like, where do you really think this relationship is going to go? It's like, I am going to marry him. I am going to be his wife. She's like, did y'all talk about that? She was like, yes, we did. So she's like, okay, and let's say hypothetically speaking that you actually become his damn wife. Let's say that, and he gets you pregnant. Do you think that Kendall is gonna come around? Do you think she's gonna want to see her sister pregnant with her ex-boyfriend's babies? Do you think that that's gonna be a good look for y'all being siblings? She was like, look, I'm gonna say this shit to you, and I'm gonna say this to all of y'all in here, even Kendall. I don't care what the fuck y'all saying. Okay, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Okay? So I'm going to stay his girlfriend no matter how the fuck y'all feel about this shit or how much y'all trying to drill this shit all in my head. I'm still going to do what I fucking want to do. So if Kendall don't want to bring her ass around my house or come to my dinners when I throw dinner parties and stuff, if she don't want to come, then she don't have to come. She's entitled to do whatever the fuck she wants to do. She's a grown woman, and that is just that. And I'm a grown woman. And as a grown woman, I'm telling you and all of y'all in this fucking mansion, I'm not going to stop dating David. So y'all just wasting y'all fucking time trying to drill this shit in my head. So I'm telling y'all right now, it's no, y'all not getting through to me. I don't care what the fuck y'all saying. So they like, okay, you got this, girl. Okay, so you sure that you can't change? She's like, I'm not changing my mind. I'm really not. And it's sad that Kendall, she called all of y'all crying and sobbing and all this shit, so y'all can feel sorry for her. But it is what it is. I get it. She's the youngest sister. I get it. So she's gonna get treated like that. She's like, well, actually, Kylie's the youngest sister. She's like, I don't give a fuck who's the youngest. It don't matter. We are grown-ups now. Okay? All of us got fucking kids. Most of us fucking do. So it's like, I don't really fucking care at this point. Who the fuck? It doesn't matter who's the youngest. We all got babies. We all mothers and shit. Most of us is in this fucking mansion. So Kendall is not really a fucking mother. Whatever. It don't matter. But let me tell you something. She is a grown woman. So she ain't had to call y'all to get y'all to feel sorry for her. But that's what the fuck she did. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. They wasn't even exclusive. They didn't even, like, he hardly took that girl out on dates. So it's like, what? That wasn't even really a fucking relationship. So what y'all want me to do? Oh, because you used to date Kendall, I don't think we should go together. Oh, it's just not fair to my little sister. Well, you know what? That ain't gonna happen. So I'm telling y'all right now, y'all trying to drill all this shit in my head, and I mean, and I get where y'all coming from. I get it. I get where y'all coming from, and in some way I feel y'all, but in another damn way, I'm not doing what the fuck y'all want me to do. Because if I break up with David, then Kendall wins. And then Kendall, when she gets back from filming that movie, gonna try to make her move and get back with David and all this stuff. I already know what she's trying to do. I'm not stupid, and she's not going to have David because I'm his girlfriend now, and she just gonna have to deal with it. And I don't care how weird and creepy this shit sounds. So they're like, okay, well, you know what, Kendall, she is right. She is a grown woman, and you're a grown woman too. So it's like, we ain't taking no sides. We all sisters here, and if she want to be with David, it's nothing we can do about it. You just gonna have to understand that they together now. We can't, like she said. You don't have to come around. You don't have to come to her house. You got your own place. It's not like y'all live together. So, if you choose not to come around and be around your older sister, we can't stop you from that. But you gotta realize that David is dating Kim, that they're in a relationship right now. Now we don't know how long that shit is gonna last with them two dating. We don't know. I don't know how long that shit gonna last, but all I do know is that they are a couple. For right now, they are a thing. So all I remember is that they all did end up, leaving, and Kim comes back in the room. She's like, "Did you hear all that stuff?" I'm like, "What? That your family don't like me?" She's like, "They didn't, David. They did not say that they did not like you. First thing, it wasn't even about that." I'm like, "So what was it about?" She's like, "It was about my spoiled ass little sister trying to get her fucking way again. I mean, every time things don't go her damn way, she always cried to my mother, and my mother always cave in and give her what the fuck she want." And it's like, girl, you're a grown ass woman. You sitting up here crying over a boy, and you're not just a boy, but I'm just trying to make a point here. You crying over somebody that y'all didn't even like go out on dates and stuff. You just came over her house and screwed her. You know, like you was just fucking her basically. So it's like y'all wasn't even going out on dates. We just came from a date. I was your date at the red carpet. So it's like we more exclusive than you was with my sister. So it's like I get that, we didn't say too much to each other when we met each other. And I totally understand all that. But even though we didn't say too much to each other when we met, doesn't mean that I never like found you attractive or I never thought that I liked you. Like I did like you, you know. And around that time when you were dating my sister, I was kind of dating Pete Davidson around that time. So I couldn't really do anything even if I wanted to around that time. But now that we are a thing, they need to get over it that we're dating and just let the shit go. Like literally let it go. It's over. It's nothing any of y'all can say that's gonna make me change my damn mind. So, Kendall, she doesn't want to come around or whatever, she doesn't have to. I'm not gonna force her to come to my damn house. Like if she doesn't want to come, she don't have to. I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying. She's like, like it is what it is. Like the thing about people is everybody be wanting things they damn way. But in this damn life, if you like somebody, I'm learning now in life, you gotta go for that shit. And especially if you're not dating that person no damn more, go for it. Try to make your fucking move, see how that shit play out for you. And if that person find you attractive, it is what it is. I feel like it's like this. Would you date one of your brother's girlfriends if they wasn't dating anymore? I'm like, would I date? What do you mean? So she like, if your brother was dating a girl, right? That was a pretty girl, right? And they no longer dating. They haven't dated in like 3 or 4 years. They haven't dated, and y'all came across each other, right? And she, found you attractive. You found her attractive, right? But you knew that your brother used to date her. Would you take her out on a date? Would you fuck her? Cause I really don't see nothing wrong with that shit. Especially if your brother haven't seen that girl in like 4 years. So I'm like, I don't. I probably would. I mean, if she bad as hell, yeah, I probably would. I mean, because the thing about that is like I don't really got good relationships with my brothers any damn way. So it really wouldn't really hit me the way it probably would hit you or anything like that because I don't really got good relationships with my brothers. Not saying that I wouldn't want good relationships with my brothers and sisters, but I just fucking don't. You know what I mean? And it's like if I was to date my little nephew, girlfriend or wife, it wouldn't hurt me like that. I really wouldn't even call them up and tell them that shit because they don't respect me any damn way. So it's like I give them the respect that they give me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give respect to get it. So it's like I give niggas the respect that they give me. The respect that you give me is the respect that I'm gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? So if you find out I'm dating one of your bitches that you used to date, just know that that's the respect you used to give me. Totally out and blatant. I just need you to sit there and reminisce off that shit. If you think that I gotta sit there and cater to your feelings when you never even gave a shit about my feelings. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you used to come in, hey, how you doing? You good? You need anything? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just give the respect that niggas give me. So that is totally different. Yeah, I would date. Yeah, I would. And I mean, for me, I wouldn't even call none of my brothers up to tell them that shit either. Just because I see the fucking disrespect they give me and the fake shit that they give me and they think I don't see it. They think I don't recognize it. Like I can't feel the fakeness from y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? And I love my brothers and sisters, but that's just how shit go. You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, that'll answer my fucking question. So I don't have to feel bad. So I'm like, okay. She's like, Like, that answers my question. If you would fucking do it, even though your situation is a lot different, and I mean, but you rich though. You rich and famous and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, if you would do it, then fuck it. Then like it is what it is. Like she just gonna have to get over that shit. And I don't give a fuck how she feel. She a grown ass woman. She gonna have to deal with that shit. Niggas be getting mad over fucking relationships. Y'all, you not even with that person. You haven't seen that person in how many fucking years, and you getting mad and pissed off about that shit. Like you probably moved on and got another damn girl, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you upset for? What are you pissed off about? You know what I'm saying? Like, really? I'm like, yeah, I get what you say. It's like, and I was dating a boy, right? A guy. I was dating a man or a guy, whatever. This was like a year or two ago. Kylie she started dating him after we broke up. Like a few months after we broke up, she started dating him and having sex with him. And I never said anything about it. I never approached her about the shit. I never threatened her and told her to stop dating him. I never, I went, and it's like, it really didn't affect me because I didn't really give a shit about his ass like that. No, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like it was over. Like I don't see a future with his ass anyway. So it's like okay, and he came to the dinners and all that, and I still was the same person. It didn't affect me. Like so Kendall just being over dramatic, like she always is. She's just being over dramatic, and the shit's starting to piss me off that she always come crying to mommy when shit don't go her damn way. She's a fucking spoiled ass, and I don't mean to call my sister out of her name, but she's a fucking spoiled ass bitch, and that's just the truth. She's spoiled, and all the other sisters they spoiled too, but she's the real spoiled one. She's the one that cries when things don't get her way. She always cries to mommy, and mommy always give her what the fuck she wants. She is, and I don't mean to call my sister a bitch, but she is a spoiled ass bitch. She is. She's such a bitch. Sometimes she is, and in this category right now, she's acting like a bitch. So I'm like, okay. She's like, yep, and that's how I feel. So me and Kim Kardashian did end up, having sex and looking at movies and stuff and playing with the daughters. Her kids, like Kim Kardashian kids, with um, they were still with their grandmother. So yeah, I mean everything kind of worked out the way it was supposed to. I'm gonna stop this episode here and everything like that. I hope everybody's thugging and clutching and doing their thing and all that other shit like that. Oh, also, 17 again, the series, well, 17 again, the series, the musical, coming next month, along with along with a lot of other projects that's coming out, and I'm very, very, very excited for everything that's coming. I just hope that everybody's ready for all that shit coming this summer, cause it's gonna fuck y'all heads up. It's not. I hope it don't go over your heads, but it's gonna fuck y'all heads up. Y'all know we here to thug, we here to clutch. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with this shit. I'm trying to. You know what? You know what? Yeah, I'll let y'all later. I'm not gonna go like I ain't gonna keep the story going on no longer. I'm gonna let y'all later. Deuces.